standards, I dare you to. What's competition? Come show me proof. This God flow, this Jesus Christ. That say a prayer before I sleep at night. I'm still sinning, don't be offended. My dick intended for a Spanish wife. This chest home and I checkers, niggas ain't playing with you. No action figures, what I'm supposed to do.
Hey guys, this is your boy Dino aka DRP here, and welcome back to another video to my channel, another anime review, guys. Yes, this is another DRP anime review video coming with you guys, and this time I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the anime, none other than Hataraku Maou-sama, or in this case, the devil works part-time, or the devil is a part-timer. That's basically the best translation for it. The devil is a part-timer. I watched that. I'm gonna go ahead and review that today. If you guys saw my video a few days ago where I spoke about the whole rant of me going on about sub and dubbed animes and how people said that I prefer subs or dubs, or my subs always outnumber the dubs, I mentioned that I am watching The Devil is a Part-Timer at the moment, and that's for my DRP anime review. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and review it, guys. It's a very short anime. It's one of those animes where you can just literally watch it within a weekend. Just give it. It's only 13 episodes as well. In fact, you could even finish it in a day if you want to. So it's those kind of animes which I usually, back then, I can do it in one day, but now I'm way too busy for that. So it took me a few weeks actually. But yeah, this was a really interesting story. If you don't know what the story is exactly about, it's pretty much it's about the demon lord Satan. So Satan himself tries to conquer the land called Enter Isla. So Enter Isla is a land world where Satan starts conquering it with his demonic powers and stuff, with his army as well. And during his quest of trying to conquer the entirety of Enter Isla, he goes up against hero Emilia, who actually tries to stop him from conquering Enter Isla, and she actually is a pretty formidable hero in this world of Enter Isla. So it's kind of like, so we've got Earth, and like that there's another world called Enter Isla, so that's basically what it is. And since the hero Emilia was so strong, Satan was forced to then retreat by going through a dimension portal. So he creates this dimension portal and he escapes through that. He's like, when I come back, or once I do recuperate, once I come back to Enter Isla, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna conquer it for sure and defeat hero Emilia. And so he goes into this dimension portal, and surprisingly, surprise, he ends up on Earth. So that's where the dimension portal takes him to. He lands on Earth, and and it wasn't just Demon Lord Satan himself, but it was also his general, or his right man or left man or something, Arciel, and both of them ended up in Earth through the dimension portal, and obviously they ended up landing in Tokyo of all places. They land in Japan, Tokyo, and what they do is, since they have landed in this modern day time, obviously Satan vows, since obviously he made this predicament to hero Emilia saying, once I come back to Enter Isla, I'm going to conquer it for sure. So obviously he vows to do that when he goes back to Enter Isla. But obviously, problem is, now that he's dropped on Earth, I think they mention it's due to the fact that people on Earth have so little magic that they can't go back to Enter Isla. They don't have nearly enough magic to go to Enter Isla. In fact, they have little to none. So obviously, so with him in a world without magic, Satan then goes ahead and disguises himself as a human being. Because the good thing, interesting fact is, when Satan and Arceus landed on Earth, their appearance changed, and Satan ended up looking much younger. And so what he does is he looks like a normal human being, and he looks very young to how his appearance was in Enter Isla. So he then names himself Sadao. I think he calls himself Sadao, and then obviously obviously Arceo, I think he just calls himself Arceo, right? I think that is the case, yeah. But yeah, Satan calls himself Sadao. He goes as a normal human being, and yeah, until so what they do is they start living their lives as normal human beings, until they get their magic back. And when they get their magic back, they'll go back to enter Isla. So what happens is, they start living as normal human beings. Like Satan ends up getting a job in McDonald's. Now you probably know by now that it's like a rip-off version of McDonald's. So I'm just gonna say McDonald's. So he starts working at McDonald's. A lot of, we all know McDonald's is a fast food restaurant. So he starts working there in order to. It's what normal human beings do. If you want to pay for the rent that you're living in the place that you're living in, obviously these guys bought a place and they need to pay rent, and in order to pay rent they need to get a job, which is why Satan ends up going to work in McDonald's. It's pretty funny to see how helpless Satan himself can be in a world that's totally different to him. Obviously back in Enter Isla, the guy was in a whole other league. Like in terms of power, authority, he had it all. But when it comes to a different place, which is a place without magic, and it's not even a place that he's used to, like Earth, he's a pretty helpless Satan, if you ask me. Pretty helpless demon king. So obviously, he has to do all of these things in order to pay for his rent and all of those stuff like that. And obviously, he then realizes that not only does he want to conquer Enter Isla, he also wants to climb up the ladder, get better in his job, and then rule Earth and satisfy all the customers, through McDonald's. So whether it's kind of like part-time job. So this story was basically it was comedy. It was a very comedic show. I enjoyed it personally. So it just shows his everyday life, not just the demon king Satan, but hero Amelia ends up arriving to Earth as well, and she kind of I think she went into the dimension portal before it closes, and she ended up in Earth as well. And obviously she's trying to deal the same thing, but she's working in like a computer place, helping like customer service or whatnot. So obviously, whether it's hero Amelia, whether it's the demon king Satan, both of them, or whether it's Arceo, but all three of them don't have the magic to go back to Enter Isla. So obviously, during the meantime, what they can do is they have to do their part-time jobs, whether it's household chores or trying to pay the rent on time. They present this anime in a very funny way, I gotta say, of their everyday lives. And it just goes to show how, like I said once again, how helpless the Demon King Satan look. So, but however, one interesting fact that they did say in this anime was that they could gather magic in this world, and it's through people's emotions. So when people experience fear, panic, so when they feel negative emotions, I believe these guys can use that to collect energy from their negative energy. So from the negative energy that the people in Earth are feeling, the demon's King Satan can use that to absorb all that energy, and he can gather magic that way. So that's the one way that he can gather magic, not him, but everyone else as well, which is pretty interesting. So if he wanted to go back to Enter Isla, all he has to do is just absorb magic from all of these guys by making them feel in many ways negatively, and he just can go back to Enter Isla at some point. But it's pretty interesting because at some point in this anime where he then gets used to to the life on Earth and whatnot, he then starts eventually helping human beings. Like there's this part where he was talking to one of his co-workers, being Chi. Now Chi is a girl that works with him in McDonald's in this case, and she really likes Sadao, or in this case the Demon King Satan. Now at the time she doesn't know that he's the Demon King Satan. So when these two were talking at a restaurant, Obviously people start attacking Satan and Hero Emilia as well, who are also from Enter Isla. Many people, like a few people, did come from Enter Isla to try to kill them and whatnot. And like there's this part where someone tries to attack them, and like the whole entire building inside the restaurant falls down. And obviously Demon King Satan, what he does is he ends up then gathering all the energy from the human beings who are panicking and having negative emotions at the time, in order to gather up that magic inside of him. He gets his magic back, but he uses that to help the human beings. And Hero Emilia is just like, why are you doing this? Why are you helping human beings now? And then he's just like, well, you know, you could tell by that point that the Demon King Satan is starting to get soft. I don't know if it's got to do with him living in Earth for so long, you know, going through the lives of, you know, of a normal human being. I think he's just got used to it, I guess. And obviously with his co-worker Chi, he's really nice and whatnot. And obviously she eventually finds out that he's actually Demon King Satan in another world, but she still really likes him and doesn't want him to go anytime soon. And sometimes when he does use the magic to help, you know, the people or this world, he then, you know, by helping the people in this world and also repairing the damages in this world, he ends up losing all of his magic that he got in the first place, so he wouldn't be able to go to Enter Isla anyways. So he would still have to be stuck in Earth, you know, as a normal human being, pay for rent, doing household chores and whatnot. So it's I can't say it was an entertaining anime. It was, for what it was, 13 episodes long. It was quite entertaining, I must say. Like I said, other people from Enter Isla do come in to try to attack these guys. Like there's Lucifer even comes in, tries to attack these guys, but Lucifer gets his ass whooped by the Demon King Satan, but he does end up joining them. I think Demon King Satan, Sadao in this case, that's his name, that's his human form name, so ends up taking him under his wing, and obviously Lucifer ends up joining these guys, joining the force as well. And eventually, you know, Hero Emilia, who comes to kill Satan in this Earth, eventually sees how much Sadao, or in this case Satan, has changed ever since he's arrived on Earth. Like every day she'll be stalking him just to see what he's doing, and she'll be thinking, he's just living his life like a normal human being. What's up with Satan? Why can't he just do any bad things? That's what you normally do. What's up with you? And eventually, yeah, she realizes that, you know, Sadao or Satan just doesn't really want to do that in this world. Like, doesn't feel like doing it. Like, as you would notice it, like the change in him. So obviously even Hero Emilia and Satan, who normally are pretty much rivals or enemies in this case, they do end up teaming up in certain cases to defeat the enemies, which is pretty cool, I must say. What I didn't get in this anime was the ending of this anime. Now, on the very last episode, being episode 13 of The Devil is a Part-Timer, the ending credit scene, the ending scene was really, what do I say? I don't know what it was trying to say, like, really, because you see, this is the thing with animes like this, when they give off an ending like The Devil the Part-Timer did. Like, I guess the ending was basically, well, not the ending, well, the last episode consisted of you know, Demon King Satan defeating the enemy who's trying to destroy Earth and whatnot, and he ends up beating him, and then he has to repair all the damages, and by repairing all the damages he ends up losing all of his power that he mustered from everyone else through the negative energy. Therefore he can't go back to Enter Isla, and they go back to their normal lives. That's how the last episode kind of played out, and which was fine, I guess. However, the last few minutes consisted of Lord Satan, or in this case Sadao. I'll just say Sadao. Sadao kind of like stranded. I think it was just after work. He goes running out. he was literally, whether it was from shopping or whether it was from his work, it was raining, he was running, and then he was just in the pedestrian street waiting for the lights to go green so that he couldn't cross the road. Obviously he didn't have an umbrella with him, so he was raining, he was soaked, and Hero Amelia comes in. She has an umbrella on her, and then she has a spare one, and she's like, you know what, take it. And he's like, why are you giving this to me? And she goes, well, I used one of your umbrellas, I threw that one away, so I have this one, take it now. So he takes it, and then he ends up saying, you know what, thank you for this. And Hero Amelia, who really hates Satan in this case, she ends up smiling, and she blushes a bit when he says thank you, and she says, you're very welcome, and ends like that. And I'm just like, what? Like, what kind of ending is that? Like, what? I don't know what kind of ending that was. I don't know whether that ending was to show that the Hero Amelia is starting to get some. I don't know if that's showing that the Hero Amelia is finally starting to have some feelings towards Satan himself because of how he is in this world, because all he's done in this world is live a normal human being, live as a normal human being, and when it comes to protecting the people, Satan's always there. Satan protecting people and repairing the damages on Earth. Like, you don't hear that anyway. Like if you go anywhere, you don't hear Satan doing that. You get what I mean? So maybe it's because of the Hero Amelia seeing him do so many things for other people and helping them and being so, protective over people that he cares about. Maybe that's what's made her starting to maybe even respect. That it could even be a respectful thing as well. Her blushing and smiling mean, okay, she finally has the respect of Satan, or she finally is starting to have feelings for him. I don't know. It's hard to tell, because it was a funny thing, because throughout the entire anime, both people ended up thinking that both Hero Amelia and Satan were together, like as boyfriend and girlfriend. Whereas in Enter Isla, they don't know what happened in Enter Isla. These guys were like literally enemies, like trying to kill each other. So it's pretty funny that they thought that these two were girlfriend or boyfriend. They're like, no way in hell. See what they're there? No way in hell. Satan's from hell. Never mind. Anyway, so yeah, so the ending was pretty confusing as to, I don't know what it was trying to give the message on. Like, I don't know what the message was trying to tell me through that ending, but I believe it's the fact that she might have started to like Satan, and maybe that's why she smiled or blushed and even gave like an extra umbrella to him. I don't know, that could be it, but I could be wrong as well at the same time, because it was really hard to tell for me. I saw the ending, I was like, what the fuck? Really? You end it like that? Because I'm not a fan of animes that end off like that, because it doesn't feel complete, if you get what I mean. Especially that kind of ending, like if they ended it off with them just going in their daily lives and just doing what they're doing in order to survive and just having their fun and idiotic times, then I would have been like, okay, it's not the ending that I wanted, but it's an ending that I can settle to. But this ending, it just felt so off. I don't know what it was trying to tell me. Even though this anime did do that, like where they showed them going back to their lives, just doing what they're doing, and them researching how to get back to Enter Isla, and just them just being idiots, like Satan, like being so helpless, Arcel, Lucifer, them just being themselves. It was like I said, it was a pretty funny anime. It's probably one of the funniest animes I've seen, in all honesty. So, yeah, even though they did show, they did give that kind of ending where people are going to their noble lives, I just didn't get that specific scene at the end. So if you guys do know what I'm talking about, if you guys do know what the specific ending kind of, gave the message, if you know what kind of message they gave us in there, please comment in the section below, whether I'm right or wrong. If I'm wrong, please do tell me what it is so that I understand what they were trying to say. But yeah, that's The Devil is a Part-Timer for you guys. I did watch it in English dub, by the way, guys. I watched it in English dubs, yes. I felt like it was really good. The English dubs was actually pretty good. The animation's very good as well. I gotta give it a solid 8. Voice acting, I gotta also give it a good 8 as well. Story-wise, it's okay. story wise, it's an okay story, like you know, Satan trying to get magic so that he can go back to enter Isla, but then he's just, you know, until then he needs to live as a normal human being, doing everything that human beings have to do, and you know, seeing him be so hopeless at it, it is pretty funny at times, you know, trying to budget things and stuff like that. So because sometimes Arceo will be like, we don't have any food, and he opens the fridge and there's only like a cucumber there. So it's pretty funny. Those kind of parts are pretty funny. So the comedy aspect of it, definitely a 9 out of 10. But the story wise itself, I'll probably give it a 7 maybe. Character wise, it was okay, a 7. So probably overall I'll give it a 7/8 out of 10 for this anime. It was a good anime for what it was. And for how many episodes it was a good anime. I enjoyed it. It was definitely one of those one-shots that you do enjoy. Because normally one-shots, you know, it doesn't normally please too many people, you know, because they would want more of it, you know. When you like an anime and then you really want more of it, and then when it turns out it's only like 12 to 13 episodes, you do feel sad. But this one, it was good for what it was. So, but yeah, what do you guys think of this anime? The Devil is a Part-Timer. Comment in the section below. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys did enjoy this video, thank you so much for watching, by the way. If you guys did enjoy this video, then smash the like button, comment and share. Those good things to see more content on me doing more DRP anime reviews like this in the future. However, if you guys are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button and join the DRP guild today, so you won't miss a single video from the channel, guys. Whether it's gaming videos, whether it's reaction videos, or whether it's live streams. So as always, guys, this is your boy Dino signing out, and have a nice day, stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. So until then, peace.